From the glamour of one of the world's most luxurious casinos along Singapore's coastline to Elon Musk's vision of a future filled with sustainable gigafactories, and from a 110-metre-long linear city rising in the Saudi desert to the largest water park on Earth, which boasts the world's tallest water slide. These are 10 of the most ambitious megaprojects shaping our world. Between 1998 and 2004, the Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, reigned as the tallest buildings on Earth. Standing at an impressive 1,483 feet, these Malaysian marvels edged out Chicago's Sears Tower by just 33 feet, claiming the title until Taiwan's Taipei 101 surpassed them. Then, in 2010, Dubai's Burj Khalifa soared to unprecedented heights at 2,717 feet, redefining what a skyscraper could be. Yet, the Petronas Towers remain unparalleled as the tallest twin skyscrapers on the planet. Housing Malaysia's national oil and gas company, Petronas, the $1.6 billion project is more than just an engineering feat. It's a cultural statement. The towers are connected by the world's highest two-story bridge, perched between the 41st and 42nd floors, and feature an observation deck on the 86th floor that offers breathtaking views of Kuala Lumpur's skyline. Argentinian-American architect Cesar Pelli infused the design with a distinctive postmodern flair, creating an architectural icon for the 21st century. Reflecting Malaysia's Islamic heritage, Pelli blended traditional Muslim design elements with modern engineering to craft a structure that radiates cultural pride. However, the journey to completion wasn't without setbacks. Midway through construction, a defective batch of concrete threatened the project. Engineers feared the subpar material might have compromised the integrity of the entire structure. Fortunately, the issue was confined to just one floor. That floor was demolished and rebuilt, allowing the project to continue its ascent without further delay. Still, the delay during the Petronas Towers construction came at a steep price, costing the project approximately $700,000 per day. In the mid-2000s, Singapore made a bold move to transform its tourism industry. After lifting a 40-year ban on gambling, the city-state aimed to attract global visitors and boost its economy. The government opened bids for 2 coveted casino licenses, drawing interest from industry giants like MGM Mirage and Wynn Resorts. Ultimately, it was Las Vegas Sands, renowned for its Venetian casino resort, that secured the first spot with an ambitious vision, the Marina Bay Sands. Their plan wasn't just about building a casino, it was about creating a $3.2 billion entertainment hub that would redefine luxury. Las Vegas Sands invested nearly $4 billion in the project, in addition to the $1.2 billion spent on the 6 million square foot site. However, rising material costs and labour shortages pushed the final price tag to an astonishing $8 billion Singaporean dollars, around $6.8 billion USD in 2009, making it the most expensive standalone resort property ever built. But this wasn't just a dream, it became a reality. Today, the Marina Bay Sands is an icon of modern Singapore, featuring a 2,500-room luxury hotel, a 1.3 million square foot convention centre, an upscale shopping mall, a museum, and a collection of celebrity chef restaurants, including 2 by Wolfgang Puck. At the heart of it all is the casino floor, a gambler's paradise boasting 500 gaming tables and 1,600 slot machines. Yet, the highlight is the Sands Sky Park. This breathtaking 1,100-foot-long skyway connects the resort's 3 towers, crowned by an infinity pool that seems to merge with the Singapore skyline. Whether swimming or simply taking in the view, visitors are treated to one of the most spectacular panoramas in the world. What was once envisioned as a $100 billion luxury paradise, Forest City in Malaysia now stands as a hauntingly empty shell. Deserted roads, towering high-rises, and a fraction of the population it was built to serve. The story begins in 2006, when Chinese developer Country Garden announced an ambitious 20-year project to transform Johor Bahru, a Malaysian city just north of Singapore, into a thriving metropolis. Inspired by Singapore's booming tourism success, Malaysia sought to replicate it by proposing a metropolis near the Singapore-Malaysia Causeway. Country Garden took this vision further, unveiling plans for Forest City, a sprawling luxury city built on artificial islands just off Singapore's coast. The development promised luxury apartments, opulent hotels, state-of-the-art offices, golf courses, and technology parks. Eager investors, primarily from China, poured money into the dream, snapping up apartments in anticipation of Forest City, becoming a hub for 700,000 residents. But the reality fell far short of the vision. By 2019, only 500 people had moved in, a far cry from the anticipated population. Reports suggest that the population has since grown to a few thousand, yet it remains less than 5% of the original projection. And what of the cost? Back in 2017, a Forest City apartment cost around $170,000. Today, that same apartment will set you back $1.14 million, a price far out of reach for most, especially when nearby Johor Bahru offers homes at an average price of just $141,000, with the added benefit of an actual community. Forest City may have been a dream sold to investors, but for now, it remains a ghost town, a monument to grand ambitions unmet. Now picture this. You're sailing down the Red Sea between Saudi Arabia and Egypt when a 110-mile-long mirror glints on the horizon, reflecting the desert and sky back at you. But wait, that glimmer on the Red Sea isn't just a mirror. It's the Line, a revolutionary 1,600-foot tall, 660-foot wide, and 110-mile-long building, part of Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's ambitious Neom project. Flanked by an identical parallel structure, the Line is a vision of sustainable living unlike anything the world has ever seen. Dubbed by some as the sustainable city of the future, and by others as a dystopian dream, the $725 billion megacity is designed to run entirely on sustainable energy. Forget cars. Instead, residents will traverse the Line on a high-speed underground train capable of transporting them from one end to the other in just 20 minutes. Above ground, a lush, green outdoor space will stretch between the two mirrored walls, providing a stark contrast to the surrounding desert landscape. The Line is envisioned to house and employ around 9 million people, all while being overseen by advanced AI systems. Saudi officials claim these AI models will optimize city operations, from traffic flow to resource distribution. Critics, however, raise concerns about the potential for over-surveillance, questioning how much control AI will have over daily life. Construction officially began in late 2022, with drone footage released in October revealing the first stages of groundwork. Saudi authorities have stated that residents could begin moving into the Line as early as 2023. Whether it's in, on, or at the Line, one thing is clear. This project is redefining what urban living might look like in the decades to come. While Saudi Arabia builds its future in the desert, Elon Musk has been busy crafting his vision of sustainability in the heart of Nevada. When Tesla's Gigafactory in Reno is complete, Musk claims it will have the largest footprint of any structure on Earth, surpassing icons like the Great Pyramid, the Empire State Building, and even the Burj Khalifa. Counting multiple levels, the Gigafactory will span an astonishing 15 million square feet, setting a new standard for manufacturing infrastructure. Every inch of Tesla's Gigafactory in Nevada is designed to run on renewable energy. You might remember seeing Elon Musk discussing its environmental potential with Leonardo DiCaprio, sharing his bold vision of a future powered entirely by sustainable energy. According to Musk's calculations, 100 gigafactories around the globe could generate enough energy to power the planet sustainably. However, the journey to that dream is far from complete. As of now, the Nevada Gigafactory is only about 30% finished. In 2022, Tesla announced plans for expansion, but a fully operational Gigafactory remains a distant reality. Musk's concept of the Gigafactory dates back to his early dreams, but it wasn't until 2014 that the project officially took shape. Panasonic partnered with Tesla, investing in the $5 billion endeavor. Once the how was sorted, it was time to decide the where. After weighing multiple locations, Tesla unexpectedly chose the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center, TRIC, in northern Nevada, a decision made after private visits and negotiations. While the Nevada Gigafactory is Tesla's flagship, it's far from the only one. Across the globe, Tesla's Gigafactories form a network of innovation. Giga New York, Buffalo, focuses on Powerwall batteries and solar panels. Giga Texas, Austin, serves as Tesla's headquarters and produces Model Ys, Model 3S, Cybertrucks, and Cybersemis. Giga Shanghai, China, a major production hub for Tesla vehicles. Giga Berlin, Germany, Tesla's European manufacturing site. This growing global footprint represents Tesla's unwavering commitment to revolutionizing sustainable energy and transportation. Before its transformation, Jubail was a quiet fishing village on the Persian Gulf, surrounded by deserted suburbs. That all changed in the mid-1970s when the Bechtel Corporation, an American engineering firm, began work on what would become the largest industrial city in the world. Spanning over 687 square miles, Jubail Industrial City has become a cornerstone of Saudi Arabia's economy. Upon its completion, the site accounted for 7% of the kingdom's GDP, a remarkable contribution to the nation's growth and development. At the turn of the millennium, the Saudi royal family decided to amplify the success of Jubail by embarking on an even larger endeavor, Jubail 2. Hailed as one of the world's largest civil engineering projects, Jubail 2 aimed to double the city's size, providing housing for 120,000 new residents and constructing a state-of-the-art university for 18,000 students. Today, Jubail is a critical hub in the global energy market, attracting top talent from around the world in technology and business. When fully realized, Jubail 2 could solidify Saudi Arabia's position as a global energy leader. The project's scale is monumental. During peak construction periods, 20,000 workers per month labor on the development. Infrastructure investments alone, spanning hundreds of miles of roads, water systems, waste facilities, and utilities, have exceeded $4 billion, while the actual expansion is expected to cost another $18 billion. Due to its complexity, the project has been divided into 4 phases over 22 years, with the final phase targeted for completion in 2024. However, pandemic-related delays may extend this ambitious timeline. If you tuned into the 2022 FIFA World Cup finals, you might recognize Lusail Stadium, the largest venue of its kind in the Middle East. But the stadium is only a small part of Qatar's vision for Lusail City, a mega project that exemplifies the country's drive to redefine modern urban living. Built to host the World Cup and showcase Qatar on the global stage, Lusail City cost a staggering $45 billion to develop. This futuristic city was part of Qatar's broader investment in World Cup infrastructure, which included 7 additional stadiums and totaled around $6.5 billion for the venues alone. In fact, experts estimate that Qatar spent an eye-watering $200 billion over 12 years to make the World Cup a reality, a figure that includes extensive city-building efforts like Lusail. Once a barren desert, Lusail City is now a symbol of ambition and innovation, even as the shadow of human rights controversies looms over its construction. According to Bloomberg, much of Qatar's World Cup funding was funneled into transforming Lusail into a sprawling, state-of-the-art urban centre, equipped with cutting-edge facilities and designed to showcase the nation's wealth and modernity. When Qatar secured the World Cup bid in 2010, they envisioned Lusail City as a crown jewel, ready to host fans and players in time for the event. However, by the time the tournament arrived, the city still felt more like a scene from a Christopher Nolan movie, grand yet eerily empty, as described by ESPN writer Mark Ogden. When complete, Lusail is expected to house 450,000 people, including 250,000 residents, 190,000 office workers, and 60,000 retail staff. The centerpiece of this ambitious urban project will be Aquatar, the world's largest water park. This sprawling 300,000 square foot park will feature 36 water slides and attractions, including a record-breaking 279-foot tower home to the tallest water slide on Earth. Once operational, the park is projected to attract 50,000 visitors per day, making it a must-visit destination. Unfortunately, as of the World Cup, much of Lusail, including Aquatar, was still under construction. After all, you can't ride a half-built water slide, can you? The Blue Nile River, one of the two main tributaries of the Nile, is a vital artery for northeastern Africa. Originating from Lake Tana in Ethiopia, it flows northward through Sudan and Egypt, spanning 1,600 miles before merging with the Nile's main channel. In the early 2010s, Ethiopia unveiled plans for a monumental project, the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, GERD. Initially dubbed the Millennium Dam, GERD was designed to transform Ethiopia's energy landscape. The $5 billion project promised to generate enough electricity to light up a nation where 60% of the population lived in darkness. Beyond powering Ethiopia, GERD aims to produce surplus energy for export, potentially supplying electricity to neighbouring countries like Sudan and Egypt. However, this transformative vision has faced significant hurdles. Originally slated to open in 2017, the dam has been plagued by political disputes among Ethiopia, Sudan and Egypt, all of whom rely on the Nile's waters for survival. The project has become a focal point for regional tensions, delaying progress on what could be a game changer for Africa's future. Egypt's reliance on the Nile River is existential. Cairo fears that the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, GERD, will drastically reduce the flow of water downstream, jeopardizing its water supply. Ethiopia, however, dismisses these concerns, claiming the dam will not negatively affect Egypt. Meanwhile, Sudan finds itself caught in the middle, navigating the delicate waters of diplomacy and resource sharing. Despite these disputes, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed Ali inaugurated GERD, cutting the ribbon on what is now Africa's largest hydropower dam and one of the world's top 20 by capacity, comparable to engineering marvels like China's Three Gorges Dam. GERD stands as a monumental achievement, but its completion is only part of the story. The geopolitical tension surrounding the dam underscores the delicate balance of development and resource dependency in the Nile region. In January 2008, the UK recognised the need to expand its nuclear energy capabilities, and plans for Hinkley Point C began to take shape. Following in the footsteps of Hinkley Points A and B, the new facility was envisioned as a cornerstone of the nation's clean energy strategy. When Hinkley Point B, the UK's most productive nuclear plant, shut down in August 2022 due to age, the urgency for its replacement grew. However, the path to completion hasn't been smooth. Spearheaded by EDF Energy, the project has ballooned to a staggering £25 billion price tag, far exceeding initial estimates. Originally scheduled to open by 2025, Hinkley Point C has faced repeated delays, with the COVID-19 pandemic further hampering progress. Restrictions on site during the pandemic cost the project over 500,000 critical workdays between 2020 and 2021. When finally operational, Hinkley Point C's twin-unit reactor will generate an impressive 3,260 megawatts of low-carbon energy, enough to power 6 million homes for the next 60 years. In comparison, a typical coal plant produces just 600 megawatts, underscoring the massive leap in efficiency and sustainability. EDF estimates Hinkley Point C will provide clean energy well into the 2080s, marking it as a pivotal part of the UK's transition to a greener future. The Yangtze River flows through the heart of China, serving as the nation's lifeblood. Nearly 1/3 of China's population, around 400 million people, depend on the Yangtze River basin and its tributaries for their daily water needs. Yet, the arid and heavily industrialized northern regions of China have long struggled with dry rivers and restricted access to water, a challenge that has persisted for centuries. The idea of solving this imbalance dates back to the 1950s, when Mao Zedong proposed a bold engineering solution: a south-north water transfer project that would redirect water from the resource-rich south to the drier north. His vision involved building 3 massive canal systems: an eastern route, a central route, and a western route. However, political and logistical hurdles delayed the project for over 50 years. It wasn't until 2003 that construction finally began. The project is expected to take another 50 years to complete and will come with a staggering $62 billion price tag, more than twice the cost of the Three Gorges Dam. When finished, the project will divert 44.8 billion cubic meters of water annually, connecting 4 of China's main rivers: the Yangtze, Yellow, Huai, and Hai rivers. Here's how it's planned. The eastern route. Water will be diverted from the Yangtze River near Yangzhou City, flowing eastward along existing channels to the Huayan Mountains in Shandong Province. From there, it will cross the Yellow River via a tunnel and flow into Tianjin. The central route. This route will redirect water from the Han River, a tributary of the Yangtze, to supply Beijing and other northern cities. Originally intended to be ready for the 2008 Beijing Olympics, only a portion of the route was completed in time. The western route. The most ambitious leg, this phase will transport 4 billion cubic meters of water annually from 3 Yangtze tributaries across the Bayanhar Mountains, a distance of roughly 300 miles to northwestern China. When complete, the South-North Water Transfer Project will stand as a testament to China's engineering prowess and its determination to address one of the country's most pressing resource challenges. Thank you for watching this journey through the world's most awe-inspiring megaprojects. If you enjoyed this and want to dive deeper into similar stories, click the link on the screen now. Don't forget to tune in next time for more incredible engineering marvels.